Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. In this brief lecture, we will discuss quickly about monkeypox, which is showing its outbreak in various parts of the world. So it is a viral zoonosis, that is viral disease which is spread with the help of animals. The symptoms are very similar to smallpox except that these are less severe as compared to the smallpox disease which occurred in the past. Now, the outbreaks of monkeypox disease are common in African subcontinent and have occurred many times in the past. So, this is a patient suffering from monkeypox having typical skin lesions which can occur in thousands of numbers in all over the body. When we consider the virus and what are its hosts, the virus is a double-stranded DNA virus which belongs to Orthopox virus genus of Poxviridae family. Now, other members of this genus include smallpox virus, vaccinia virus, etc. Now, the normal natural hosts include squirrels, rats, and non-human primates as well as other rodents, etc. Now, how is this disease transmitted in humans? Now, the transmission can occur either from animals or human to human transmission. So from animals, there can be direct contact with blood, body fluids, cutaneous or mucosal lesions of the infected animal. And an important risk factor is eating inadequately cooked meat of the animal suffering from the disease. Now, when we consider the human to human transmission, this can occur through close contact with the help of respiratory secretions, skin lesions, or contaminated object, which is through fomites. Now, transmission can also occur from mother to fetus both during antepartum as well as postpartum period. So, in the antepartum period, it can transmit through the placenta, while in the postpartum period, it can transmit due to close contact with respiratory secretions, skin lesions, objects, etc. Now, coming on to the clinical features. Now, the incubation period of this disease ranges anywhere between 5 to 21 days. Now, there are two periods in the clinical stages. The first stage during the invasion period of the virus is known as prodromal stage. It lasts for 0 to 5 days and is characterized by fever, headache, myalgia, back pain, fatigue, and lymphadenopathy. Now, lymphadenopathy is a very important symptom or sign in a patient of monkeypox, which helps it to differentiate from other pox viruses like chickenpox, smallpox, etc. Now, the sites of lymph nodes are usually cervical, submandibular lymph nodes, as well as inguinal lymph nodes. Now, the second stage is the stage of skin lesions, that is skin eruption. It occurs 1 to 3 days after the fever onset. The eruption usually begins from the oral mucosa. These are centrifugally concentrated, that is, face and extremities have more lesions as compared to the trunk. Now, the stages in which these eruptions will proceed are: first, there is macules, that is, flat lesions. Then there are elevated papules. Then there are clear fluid filled vesicles. Then pus filled pustules. And finally, these form crust and desquamate from the skin. So these are the various stages. First, there is macule stage, followed by papule stage. Then there is clear fluid filled vesicles, followed by pus filled pustules. Then there is umbilication of this pustule, crust formation, and finally desquamation leading to healing. Now, what is the clinical course of this condition? So We are very fortunate that, as with other viral illnesses, this condition is also usually self-limited. Symptoms will last for 2 to 4 weeks. Severe cases can be seen with children, the patients who have extensive viral exposure, and immunocompromised patients. Now, when we consider the complications of the disease, it can lead to secondary infections, typically in the skin, bronchopneumonia if there is respiratory system involvement, sepsis, encephalitis if the infection spreads to brain. There can be corneal infection leading to loss of vision. So these are the various complications which are usually seen in severe cases of monkeypox. When we consider the case fatality rate, it is 3 to 6%. That is, in every 100 individuals who have acquired the disease, 3 to 6% of the patients will die. Now coming on to the diagnosis. Firstly, which clinical feature helps to distinguish it with smallpox or chickenpox? We have already discussed lymphadenopathy. So lymphadenopathy is not present in other pox illnesses like smallpox or chickenpox, but it is characteristic of monkeypox disease. Now we can do PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction of the skin lesions or of the biopsy specimens. Now what is the role of serology or antigen detection? These tests are not recommended for diagnosis of monkeypox. Now, why are these not useful for the diagnosis? Firstly, the orthopox viruses are serologically cross-reactive. So, these can give false positive results if there is other viral infection. Also, the patients who are already vaccinated for monkeypox, these will also give the positive result. Therefore, there is no role of serology, that is antibody detection, or antigen detection for the diagnosis of monkeypox. Finally, coming on to the treatment part, the treatment basically includes symptomatic management. We have to manage any complications we have already discussed like pneumonia, encephalitis, etc. There should be fluids and adequate nutritional status of the patients. We have to monitor the patient, admit the patient, and continuously monitor the hydration status, vitals including blood pressure, pulse rate, respiratory rate, etc. Now, the antiviral agent which is licensed by European Medicine Agency for monkeypox in 2022 itself is tecovirimat. So, this is a very important question. The antiviral agent against monkeypox is tecovirimat, but it is not widely available. Now, how can we prevent this condition? Other than the basic measures, like hygiene, avoiding overcrowding, etc., we have vaccination. So, smallpox vaccine is 85% effective against monkeypox, since these are belonging to the same genus of orthopox viruses. But this vaccine is no longer available. Now, a newer modified attenuated vaccinia virus vaccine is available. This is also of the same genus of orthopox viruses. Now, the Ankara strain of vaccinia virus is used for making the vaccine, and this is approved in 2019 for monkeypox disease. So, I think I have covered many important facts about the monkeypox. I hope you liked this brief lecture. Kindly share it with all your friends, family members, and other medical students. So basically, I have taken all the references from WHO official website. Thank you.